America is a cutting-edge economy, but our immigration system is stuck in the past. We must replace our current system of extended family chain migration with a merit-based system of admissions that selects new arrivals based on their ability to contribute to our economy, to support themselves financially, and to strengthen our country. In rebuilding America, we are also fully committed to developing our workforce. We are lifting people from dependence to independence because we know the single best anti-poverty program is a very simple and very beautiful paycheck.
President Trump talking about his immigration deal and his policies. Now, here's a deal for immigration. He wants to stop chain migration, stop visa lotteries. He wants $25 billion for a border wall and tougher security on the northern border. He is backing a path to citizenship for up to 1.8 million Dreamers. This proposal heads to a Senate vote on February 8th. This as Democrats are under attack for browbeating their own leaders into backing an ever more extremist open borders position. This is groupthink ideology that will not countenance debate. As prominent labor unions, they oppose the Democrats' open border policies. With me now, Republican border state Arizona Congresswoman running for the Senate, Representative Martha McSally. Good to have you, Congresswoman.
Thanks for having me on, Liz.
Democrats in the media still doubling down, attacking the president's immigration plan. They use words like poison, it's loaded with poison pills, Trump is about border wars, that it's dead on arrival, that it's racist against immigrants. What do you think?
Well, I think their true colors are being exposed here. Really, everybody's are. The president is showing leadership. He's showing that he's willing to solve a problem that has been eluding previous administrations for over 30 years, that he's willing to do what it takes to finally secure our border, which I represent a border community, to move our immigration system more towards merit, to end this lottery system. The vast majority of Americans agree with this. So his true colors are being shown as someone who's leading and willing to negotiate. And the Democrat leadership is showing their true colors, that they have been playing politics with the DACA recipients and the Dreamers. Look at what was offered, and they're rejecting it wholesale with these extreme statements. I was in the room sitting two people next to the president during that unprecedented meeting that the media was allowed to be at on this topic. We walked away with them agreeing there would be 4 pillars to the negotiations: DACA, border security, chain migration, and visa lottery. They were there. They all nodded up and down. And now when the president actually offers a solution, I don't know what's going on in their hearts, but I think they are being exposed to show that they actually don't care about these Dreamers. They're playing politics with them, and I think their biggest fear is they're afraid that this is going to be solved by this president, and that's not going to impact their electoral politics that they think is going to help them in 2018.
I'll tell you, Australia and Canada, they've got tougher immigration policies. So do numerous countries. You know, the Democrats have been yanked decisively so far left. They're blind to their own extremism and their rhetoric. Listen as Nancy Pelosi is now saying this deal is President Trump trying to create a, quote, white America. Watch.
That plan is a campaign to make America white again. It's a plan that says over 50% of the current legal immigration will be cut back, that many people will be sent out of the country.
Nancy Pelosi said nothing about what Bill Clinton and Barack Obama said. Bill Clinton once said Americans are rightly disturbed by the large number of illegals entering the country and taking our jobs, and that they impose burdens on taxpayers. And here's Senator Barack Obama in his 2006 book. He said he feels, quote, patriotic resentment seeing Mexican flags at pro-immigration demonstrations. He doesn't want to, he gets frustrated, he said in his book, using a translator to communicate with people of other countries, including Mexicans. What can you imagine a Democrat saying something like that today, Congresswoman?
This is extremely offensive. We are the most immigrant-friendly country, and we're going to continue to be. All we are saying is that we should be deciding, like countries like Canada and Australia, who those immigrants should be based on them coming here, working hard, and living the American dream on all ends of the spectrum, a merit-based approach as opposed to an extended family approach. The nuclear family will be protected, but we should be deciding who the next immigrants are, not the most recent immigrant bringing in their parents, brothers and sisters, and adult children. It doesn't make any sense. And these statements are offensive. I mean, I meet immigrants all over the community that I represent who have worked hard, come here legally, and we still have a very strong approach moving forward to a good, strong, legal immigration system. Again, these statements are extreme, and I hope really people are exposed to include, again, the dreamers. Look at what these leaders are saying. The president has actually moved and negotiated and is offering something to you, and the Democrat leaders who you think are protecting you, they're rejecting it because of electoral politics.
Congressman Martha McSally, running for the Senate in Arizona. Good to see you. Thanks for coming on. Come back soon.
Absolutely.